Today on The Nation Speaks, an uplifting story for the holidays. 500,000 moms are working hard to raise a next generation of patriots, thanks to Kimberly Fletcher, founder and president of Moms for America. She reveals the magic behind these motivated moms. Then in America Q&A, we ask, do you think children in America should be raised to love their country? Finally, in our second America Q&A, what's the best gift you've ever received? Hello, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and welcome to The Nation Speaks. I'm your host, Cindy Drucker. Moms have a big job, raising future citizens. I don't know how many of you think about it exactly in those terms, but it's a significant responsibility. So if you're a mom, or you know one who'd like some help in this department, you've come to the right place. Today, we meet Moms for America. Their mission, to empower moms, promote liberty, and raise patriots. I sat down earlier with Moms for America founder and president, Kimberly Fletcher. Kimberly, welcome.
Thank you. So excited to be here with you.
We were just talking earlier about how you started Moms for America back in 2004, and I actually think this story is so inspiring to everything that you've been doing that I'd like to start there. Can you give us that brief story?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's kind of relevant to where all the moms are now. Everybody wakes up because something happens, and my something happened was 9/11. So my husband was stationed at the Pentagon on 9/11, and through a series of literal miracles, he came home safe that day. And it changed me. When he walked in the door, I dropped to my knees and thanked God. And then I kept asking the question, how did we get here? And I've always been patriotic, but that was the day that I went from being patriotic to being a patriot. And I dedicated myself to do whatever it took to make sure that my children and my grandchildren remained free. And I've been on the front lines of freedom ever since. And it launched me onto a intense study on everything I could get my hands on America's history, our heritage, the stories of the people who created this beautiful nation, and the Constitution. I went to Constitution classes. I was reading everything I could get my hands on. And in 2004, that kind of led me to founding Moms for America. And I just felt very impressed and led, if you will, to start this national organization. And I'm like, what do I know? I'm just a mom. But I felt really pulled like I was supposed to do that. And so 2004, I founded Moms for America in a living room in Dayton, Ohio with 26 moms. And we very quickly became a national organization, and we've just been growing ever since.
So educating other moms, is that one of the main purposes of Moms for America? How do the moms react?
Oh, they get excited. So I will tell you, the original purpose was to have a voice. That really was it. I knew it had to be about freedom. It was about family, but that's all I really knew. And I guess God kind of led me along the way of what it was supposed to look like. But my journey is literally their journey right now. I voted in elections, but I only voted I just did a RRR down the ticket because my parents were Republican. So I voted Republican. I thought that's what you did. And a lot of my friends didn't vote at all. They weren't even registered to vote because we're taking care of our home and our family. And then you have the whole entire world that's seemingly starting to crush down on you and tell you that as a mother, you're not important. I mean, they're changing the word motherhood to birthing people. They don't want to have mother or father, or they're just really creating an enormous amount of confusion, taking away those identities that were so heralded for so many years, centuries. And so when we go out and we talk to moms, the first thing that they absolutely latch onto is the fact that we validate what they already feel in their heart to be true, that what they're doing is the most powerful, important thing that they will ever do. And it's the greatest act of patriotism that they can ever perform right there in their own homes. And it's not about whether or not you're working outside the home or you're a stay-at-home mom. It's not about that. It's about where are your priorities and what we do in our home, the music we play, the movies we allow in, the stories we read, the experiences that our children have. We're shaping the nation, the future of what America is going to look like. And when we tell them that, they get excited. And then they're like, tell us more.
So what kind of things activate these moms to seek you out and get involved in the first place?
Well, it's what's happening in our country and culture. So whether it's the school board or the city council or the fact that they can't find formula for their babies, it's any issue that suddenly becomes very close and personal to them. And they're like, what do we do about this? And so they'll go online and they'll start searching mom support or moms in freedom or whatever. And we pop up. And so they'll come to our website, and sometimes it's the car. We have a Moms for America car that one of our dear friends said, you need to have a Moms for America vehicle that goes around the country. Sometimes it's just our SUV driving down the street, and somebody will reach out to us and say, I saw your car, I want to learn more. That happened just at the gas station this morning. So it's like they're hungering for that connection. And our whole entire, our threefold mission, if you will, is to empower moms, promote liberty, and raise patriots. And right now, it doesn't matter what political persuasion you are, what your age is, what your religion is, what your color is. Moms, they're coming together for their kids. Motherhood is the great unifier. So when they see things coming against their children, things that don't seem right, injustices, then they are looking for help and support, and they find us. And then we're there to help and support them with whatever that thing is. Because everything that we do is those sound principles of how to preserve freedom, how to defend your rights, knowing that they come from God, not government. When they learn these things, they are empowered and they become very effective in their battles.
Well, what I find really interesting, we were talking about this earlier too, is that these moms were never necessarily political. They just got activated because, things impinged on their lives and their ability to raise their kids.
And that's what I said. It's a similar journey to mine. Maybe my day was 9/11, but their day is my child came home today, my daughter crying because she thinks she's spontaneously going to turn into a boy. My teenage son came home today and said he doesn't want to live anymore. I mean, it's whatever it is that faces them, and they're like, oh, no, this is not right. We have to do something. And so they'll start a group. Either they come to Moms for America and they start a group, or they get involved in whatever that issue is in their school board or their community. They go talk to the teacher, and they start gathering. Other moms will start gravitating to them because they feel the same way right in their own community. And I ask them, every time I ask them, well, what did you do before you did, whatever it is they're doing? I was just a mom. And I hear that, and I'm like, that's what I was too. I was just a mom.
I was just raising the next generation. That's
right. Just raising the future of the world. Right. And, so there's a great quote by Matthew Vassar. And when he started Vassar Women's College, he said he did so because he realized that the mothers of a country mold its citizens, determine its institutions, and shape its destiny. And, moms, we're on a destiny shaping mission. And we don't realize it. Not all the moms out there, realize it immediately, because you're just going through your day trying to get this thing done or that thing done. Things are just supposed to work, right? You're just supposed to go through the day and everything just happens the way it's supposed to. Well, it's not like that anymore. Everything that used to support us inside our society, from even churches, our schools, our music, the entertainment industry, corporations, everything that used to support those family values that we're instilling in our hearts of our children is now going against us. And you can't even do the whole, you know what, you do you and I'll do me. You want to do that? That's great. Don't mess with me. Don't mess with my kids. You can't even do that anymore. Because the schools are constantly pushing these ideas on our children, and they're coming home very confused. They're teaching our children literally how to hate your country, hate your neighbor, and hate yourselves, and completely disregard your parents. And so the suicide rate, especially among young boys, the depression, the mental health industry, I mean, it's just crazy how it's accelerated, especially since 2020, when kids were so isolated. Nobody wants to be isolated. You want to be able to connect with people around you. And that starts with your own family, and moms want the same thing.